Hey, cousins. Welcome the new cousins. Let's give them a round of applause. You made it over here. You made it to the right spot. Yes, you did. I'm going to make you mad, sad, happy, glad, confused, confuzzled. But I'm going to make you think if I don't do nothing else. So go ahead and take your shoes off. Don't get undressed or nothing. Hang your coat up because motherfuckers be in and out, which is fine. But at this point, you made it. Hopefully, you stick around. I appreciate each and every one of you. With that being said, Brock Lesnar. He's back. I think he's here for one night only. Controversial. Paul Levesque said, "I don't care if you talking as long as you talking. All publicity is good publicity, positive or negative. Are you ready to not ask me no motherfucking questions because I ain't doing no conferences with y'all no more. This is the Paul Levesque show. After all the shows, after all the pre-shows and all that stuff, it's my show. You gonna come and you gonna listen to what I gotta say. I don't want to hear none of your pushback. I'm telling you what we doing and we finna get it in. That's it. I'm tired of you motherfuckers on the internet, running your chops, telling me what I don't know how to do. I did this. You understand? I did this for 30 years. I'm the one with the pacemaker. You understand? I am the one that was telling the young kids in the 90s to take the stack of two. I'm the one that got Stephanie on the stack of two at 15 and she damn near had a heart attack. That's on me. But I bet you she was in the best shape of her life. Man, listen, I was in there like, oosh, 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 oosh. But now we understand that epinephrine, if you see that in the supplement, please don't take it. Okay? Stick to the proteins, all right? That's what Paul Levesque said. He said, I know how this go. Didn't y'all see behind the mat? Didn't y'all see how I did the whole Canadian dust up? How I had Bret Hart fucked up? Did y'all see that? And his wife, his bitch wife, put a hex on me, and that's why my heart ain't no good. But it's all good, ho, because guess who came out on top? That's what Paul Levesque said. That's what he's saying. He said, listen, Brock Lesnar came back. That had nothing to do with me. Paul Levesque said that had nothing to do with me. John Cena is wrapping up some things, and he made this list. I ain't had nothing to do with this because I was like, listen, man, you know Brock Lesnar's hot. You understand? So it's a whole thing going on. I don't know about that, but John Cena was like, hey, I need to have this tour. I need to end it on my terms. I want Brock Lesnar. Now, we all know the lore to John Cena is he don't ask for shit. He just, you tell him what to do, he do it. He make his money and leave. That's why Vince was like, I like this young motherfucker here. I could tell him to do backflips all day. He gonna get in the ring and do what he got to do, get this shmoney and run. So Paul Levesque is a liar. And that's cool. We all know he a liar, right? We all settled on this. Um, I'm not even gonna get riled up. Usually, let me talk to the new cousins. Usually, new cousins, I get riled up. I go dig into history books. I go explain myself, but there's nothing to explain. I already read the entire Janelle Grant transcript. I read it. It's a playlist all by itself. I read it from the Dookie, the PP, the dildos. These old ass seniors, these motherfuckers was 75, 80 years old, turning this woman every which way loose. Okay? I read that. I read all of that. Show did, word for word. John Laurinaitis said, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I just pee on her a little bit. That's all Vince. He was the one dookie on that woman's head. I pee a little bit. And then the guys down there, they wanted to share. You understand? And so we used her for leverage. We wanted Brock to do a pay-per-view, and Brock was playing around talking about, I don't give a fuck how much you paying me and stuff. So what we had did is we took the woman, we took that hoe, and we was like, listen, Brock, how about you come over and use her as a toilet, do your little yang with her, and you could go ahead and do that little pay-per-view. What you say? Brock was like, I don't know. but Brock showed up at the pay-per-view. So I don't know. You do what you want with that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But here's the thing. Because public relations is a motherfucker, right? So now in the world of public relations, the WWE has solidified itself to be the entity for any and everybody and all things salacious. Ethics clause, they don't have it. TKO don't have a mission statement. They don't have an ethics clause like WWE used to have. They don't have none of that. They are here to make money. And Brock Lesnar is money. You know how they know? Because when he showed up, the audience was like, oh, Brock Lesnar. The audience didn't think. They didn't put on their thought caps. They didn't say, how this makes sense? They just saw Brock Lesnar. They didn't say, hey, that man mixed up in that stuff with that woman. They ain't say none of that. Okay? They are there for a good time, not a long time. And then when the dust settles, because we're going to be talking about this for a while. Dust settle. Everybody's like, wait a minute. Who told this motherfucker to show up? Somebody get Paul Levesque on the phone. So they was down to the post show. Paul Levesque like, listen, I already said I ain't answering no questions, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of this. I'm going to give you a little something to chew on. I ain't tell that man to come back. You understand? I'm just the chief operating officer. I'm just the face of the company. I know I said Cody Rhodes the face. No. I'm the face. Me. This is my shit. John Cena said what he wanted, and I just gave John Cena what he wanted. You understand? That's all I did. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Okay? I'm just the chief operating officer. I don't do no bookings like that. You know, I do booking, but not that booking. This booking right here had nothing to do with me. Well, I help book it, but I ain't booking like that. I was booking it on the other way. Because we could have ended with them two hugging in the rain, gave each other a kiss on the cheek, and we could have wrapped it up. Then the other bookers came, and y'all see Unreal? Y'all see how they gave me pushback? No pushback on Unreal. But y'all see how Ed Kowalski, he was giving me pushback. You understand? I said, Ed, man, don't do that. You know how these people is. And Ed was like, nah, I don't give a fuck about that. Get Brock Lesnar. My whole thing is, why can't we get somebody the fuck else? How about that? Brock Lesnar is how old? 48 years old. 48 years old. And you got people who are a decade in. The last time these two met in a match was Night of Champions 2024. And you gonna use that to run this shit back? Let me tell you something. That right there is offensive. It's offensive. I had to sit through CM Punk. I know y'all loved it. I had to sit through CM Punk struggle to do a go to sleep twice with Gunther, who had to go in the back and cut himself to go ahead and get the fuck up out of here so he gets some surgery. That's what they said. We're on the street. I have to watch that. CM Punk open his mouth, all his back teeth missing. I had to watch that. I had to watch it. Him power through. And now he gonna be taking a break, icing up his body. And now I gotta watch. You want me to watch 48-year-old Brock Lesnar and 45, 46-year-old John Cena? I'm sorry, 48-year-old John Cena. How much years is that in the ring? 8 plus 8 is 16, carry the 1. 4 plus 4 is 8. 96 years in that fucking ring. That's what you want me to watch? What kind of smorgasbord meat slapping meat 2 horse fight we finna get with these 2 old motherfuckers? That's the conversation we could have too. You know what? 2 things could be right. Brock Lesnar ain't got no business being in the front on no goddamn WWE screen, and Brock Lesnar ain't got no business being on a WWE screen in 2025. The bus has pulled out the station. But see, the problem with this is Paul Levesque refuses to let anybody else on the fucking bus. His bus is full of old motherfuckers. Paul Levesque's bus is the nostalgic bus. He's so tired and worn and scared, he won't allow the young talent, the young men coming up, to get on the bus and drive that motherfucker. Where is Ron Killings? Ron Killings is the one that told John Cena that he wanted him to get back to where he was and he felt some kind of way. That was Ron Killings. They had a better match, a good match at Saturday Night Main Event. Why Ron Killings ain't getting a little bit of this? Ron Killings could have came out and be like, listen, man, I ain't R-Truth no more, but I'm Ron Killings, you understand? And I like what you got going on. But now I want to whoop your ass for old time's sake because you hurt my motherfucking feelings. Why we couldn't wrap that up? Ron Killings walked off and we ain't seen him since. Listen, the way people dismiss sexual assault, abuse on all levels is something to behold. And you know what? Mentally, I don't want to expose myself to that no more. I don't want to do it. I don't want to see it on Twitter. I don't want to see it on Blue Sky because unfortunately they infiltrated Blue Sky. I don't want to see it on Instagram and I don't want to see it over here on the motherfucking YouTubes. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to wrap it up. If you out here in these podcast streets and you listening to people glaze this bullshit and they so fucking excited and turned, especially when they spend a majority of their time podcasting going in, and for whatever reason, it take 1, 2, or 3 matches for them to say, oh, this is great. Find you another podcaster. There's no consistency and they're easily swayed. The conditioning is real. Go back and listen to that podcast when I told you the relationship that we as professional wrestling fans have with the WWE is abusive as fuck. It's abusive. And a lot of y'all have been conditioned to the point where you scared the question. You don't want to seem like a punk, a simp, or, I don't want to be, what's the new word for black? Oh, woke. You don't want to be political. All of this has been put onto your feet, has been laid at the altar. Politics, sexism, little racism, ageism, fucking all of the politics your motherfucking ass can handle has been laid at the foot while you are sitting here trying to enjoy pro wrestling. Don't come over here talking about you trying to escape some shit when we got that motherfucker down to the place spitting all over the damn White House. Don't tell me you trying to avoid some political stuff when we got the person that's destroying the Department of Education sitting up in the seats in the expensive box. Don't tell me that. When you calling Stephanie McMahon an icon, don't tell me none of that no more. Don't tell me none of that. If you can enjoy the product, just make sure you know what you're watching. Y'all think I don't know what I'm watching? I know what the fuck I'm looking at. And it pains me. It pains me. Because I spoke about this over on the Patreon. Why do I watch this? They have made it very clear that they don't give a fuck about anything worth thinking about, worth discussing, milling through that us regular people would do. Should I do that? I don't know. Because if I play the long game, this is what's going to happen. But if I do it now, I'm going to get instant gratification. Somebody said it best. They said it real good. Let me read this. Shout out to the cousin that was like, reading is difficult. Don't do me, cousin. Don't do me. Anyway, Brock Lesnar's return was a desperation play from a promotion that has developed a dependence on delivering dopamine rush moments in order to compensate for being creatively bankrupt. Round of applause. That's it. All you getting is moments. You're not getting no coherent storyline. You ain't getting shit. You getting moments. The last real superstar, John Cena. Yeah, I agree. Right after him, Roman Reigns. Could have been Brock Lesnar, but you can put an asterisk by him because the way y'all glazing, what's his name, King of the Maniacs, y'all glazing the fuck out. He can do whatever he want to do. He made me feel good. I feel so good that I would give my firstborn and let them do whatever they want to do to my children because I feel so good. I could dig it. But what did I say at the beginning? I'm not tripping. I know exactly what I'm watching and who I'm dealing with. Y'all get in the comments. Let's have a fight. Let's fight. No, I'm just kidding. Get in the comments up.